The world changed, but I remained the same. And let's play Final Fantasy VI. Alright. So, Sarah is now awake. Help if I had the thing on the screen so you could actually see it. And Sid's gonna be like, look at you. Now, she slept for a year. A year, yeah. How did she eat, drink? I mean, she should be dead. She should have starved, or dehydrated, or something. Just dead. I apologize if you heard that. That's the snowplow going on outside there. It's going to snow yet again. So it was more than just the two of them at one point. Where's the rest of the party? That's entirely possible. Everything's dying. Everyone else here is dead. This is great. This is shaping up to be wonderful. Could do that. Really? She's like a 30-something-year-old woman. I guess maybe she's in her 20s. Oh, so it's not doing too good. Alrighty. I'd be worried about you being hungry, let alone Sid. But he hasn't eaten in a couple days. Okay, so we're gonna go get him fish. Get into bed. Thus begins probably one of the most annoying mini-games in this game. First of all, she of course has no equipment. We'll have to equip her. I think I want to give her the ice sword. I mean, they all do essentially the same thing, magic +2, so... Right there. And for relics, I want to give her the sprint shoes because I am not walking everywhere. And I guess throw on an earring. Because... So, yeah. Now, basically, what we have to do is... Here's our little cottage. Again, don't know where this exists outside the game. You can leave this area if you go to, I think, the left or the right. But you really don't want to. There's nothing out there except a couple monsters that only have 1 HP and give nothing but 1 magic point. So it's really not worth it, so I'm not going to bother. What you want to do is you want to come down here. Now, there's this bird. Hello, bird. This bird is not important. But normally, swimming in this water is supposed to be a bunch of fish. Now, every time I've come down here, the first time, I have found absolutely nothing, which means the game is trying to annoy the mess out of me. Now, basically what you're supposed to do is you're supposed to catch a fish, just stand here, press the, I guess the A button, and once you catch a fish, go back to Sid, and he will, of course, not be in bed, because he's an idiot. He's got to do that every time, and it annoys the mess out of me. And see, that text there is a downgrade from what he said earlier. And it will continue to downgrade as his health fails. It will upgrade as his health goes up. Now, what you need to do is catch this fish here. Come here. Come here. Get. There we go. I caught the fish. Now, what you need to do is go in inventory, and it says fish. And this is a rotten fish. This is a bad fish. But unfortunately, there's only 1 fish here, so I can't really do nothing about it. Now, there's 4 types of fish. There is a yummy fish, which will give him a big health increase. There is just a fish, which will give him a moderate health increase. See, now he's gone a little to the worst side of things. It's just simply called fish that will give... I think that downgrades him a little. And then there's a rotten fish, which will do that to him. See if I can find some decent... No, really? You could sort of tell the difference in the fish between how fast it swims. See, that's fish. That's not as bad as the other fish I gave, despite the fact that it was swimming slower. But I'm basically going to cut this nonsense. Is he dead? He is dead. Wow, that was quick. I didn't even... There was no way I could have won that at all. Well, anyway, what I was going to say is I would cut out the nonsense and I would get to the 2 save states I have prepared for him dying and him making it, because he can be saved. But we're just going to go straight to the Sid's dead part. Thanks, game. Seriously, there was nothing I could do. I didn't get a chance. It's like the first time there was no fish. Second time there was one fish. Third time there was one fish, and then he's dead. I didn't have a choice. And you can't feed him nothing. If you feed him nothing, he downgrades a lot more than if you gave him a rotten fish, so... Ugh. Yeah, I'm sure. He's kidding. Like how they add in the opera theme here. That, I don't know what that was supposed to be. It's like he was struck. And there's, lines of dialogue. He would actually mention this, point if you... I think if you saved him. Oh, no, this is where it mentioned it. Yeah. Leap of faith. That means basically committed suicide. And Sarah, wanting no more of this crazy, crazy world, in a fit of despair, just do it, dear. Yep, she dives off the cliff. There we have Final Fantasy VI, halfway through the game, character tries to commit suicide. Obviously, this is not like Radiant Historia. It doesn't have a bad ending or anything. It's not like the game's going to stop here and be like, oh, you failed. It's, you know... She's actually going to survive on the beach. There's still no fucking fish. Though there's no fish in there anyway, even if you... like, want them to be. And you can't go back in and out of Cid's house to try to spawn more fish. It doesn't work like that. Like, you come down here, there's no fish, you can't keep going in and out. It will stay that way until you go back and give Cid nothing. Now, she's alive, but still questioning everything. And there's a bandana around the bird. Now it's playing Locke's theme. Yeah, because the bird is totally just going to answer you. And she has a determination that I am still, in fact, alive. Because I am. Right now I'm playing this game for you. Now what you need to do is, once that's done and you're listening to this somber music, you find dead Cid. And he left you a note. And he tells you about... I'm going to go back to the second thing of that just so you can read it. Yeah, downstairs next to the stove. Road to freedom. Basically, the reason why he kept coming from over here into the bed is because he was sneaking down here to, yeah, a raft. Basically, this plays out the same way either whether Cid survives or not. It's just a lot more sad if he doesn't. Sorry, I just had to sniffle there. And we're gonna travel our way this way. And so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cut it here, and I will be back in a second to show you the good side. So, one moment. Alright, see? Once he says he feels much better, he's okay. And you can save him. Yeah, and now he's basically just going to tell you, instead of, you know, that whole big emotional scene about, you know, oh, your friends are still out there. He just tells you, there's a raft, go find your friends. Yeah, he's convinced they're still alive. You can come back here. If he, obviously you can go back here anytime. And there will be a reason to come back here later. But see, it plays out the same way. It's like you get the raft and you leave. Whether Cid's there to wave you away or he's dead in the bed, it doesn't really make a difference. Whether she gets encouragement from him or an iron determination to find me because a bird stole my bandana. But yeah, that minigame is annoying, and in retrospect, when you look back at it, it's annoying because the fish are random. And as you saw, like, you can go down there and you can find nothing, which will lower his health a lot. You can find nothing but a rotten fish, or a crappy fish, or something that's not going to save him. And that can continue to happen again and again, basically taking the decision out of your hands as to which way you want to progress. Obviously, I'm not playing on a console, and I can cheat, though I will tell you that it took me about 30 minutes of playing, you know, to get to where I got now, with Sid being alive. I think, yeah, this one I clicked there with the bullet, or the thunder, or the fire sword, which I don't really want. I'm going to, what is her thing here? Just life and remedy? I don't need that particularly. I'm going to do that just so she has all the elemental magic. She's not close enough to gaining a level, is she? Not that I'll go too much farther in this video. But here we are. We are on the world map there. You can see in the bottom right there, the world map, where the little red dot is us. The island that we came from is, you know, to the left and down a little bit. And now, since we don't have any, like, free remaining travel, we're basically back on our feet. So what we're going to have to do is... Ooh, there's a town here. There's some lovely enemies. Nothing around here is very difficult. Let's see. Osprey, 850 HP. The bird at the top there. It is weak to ice, so she is going to light it up. The Gigantoad is the little thing in the front there. It has 450 HP, also weak to ice. She can take that out with a physical attack. And then Chitinoid, it has 1,111 HP, and it is weak to lightning. So it's probably going to take a spell and a couple sword swings, since she doesn't actually have Bolt. But yeah, again, none of the enemies here are all that around here are all that, like, difficult. I think the most one has like almost 1,500 HP, which is really not that much. Especially if you developed her magic, or if she had a high enough level where she'd have learned Ice 2 naturally. Are you serious? You dick! So I got nothing for that. No experience, no magic. Alright, we're at Albrook. This town is basically exactly the same as before. If you left any treasures here from... Kefka's a god. If you left any treasures here from before, like pot treasures, you can still collect them now, I believe. What I want is... I would like some smoke bombs. I think 5 should be enough. I want to get a bunch of sleeping bags because she's by herself, so... Those will help out much more than tents, because sleeping bags are basically a tent for one person. I also want a couple tinctures, just in case she runs out of MP. Not a whole lot to do here. The port here has a ship. Nobody's in it, so you can't really go anywhere. Huh? Who is she the spitting image of? First it was Maria, now it's someone else. We'll run into that someone probably in the next episode there. This has the elemental swords that we don't need. It's the same guy who talks about the Atma weapons. Though we have the Atma weapon as a sword, and we've killed the monster, so... Yeah, the Light of Judgment. Long Shield. There's some foreshadowing there. Foonbaba, Doomgaze, and the 8 Dragons. I will be murdering all of them in due time. I don't think I want anything in the armor shop there. I do want something from the relic shop, though. I would like an Atlas armlet. I'll probably come back for another one. Or I'll probably get another one of those when I get to another town that possesses them. And I want 2 more earrings, because eventually we're going to want, like, a lot of pairs of these, because there's going to be a lot of spellcasters. Especially when we get to the parts where we have multiple parties again. There's... The only one interesting thing in this town is this is the old bar where all the soldiers were having their ruckus before. And if you talk to this guy, he's all like, oh yeah, how nice it was, and you get a brief flashback of all the nonsense that went on back then. Alright, I think we're we're pretty much done at this junction of Albrook. There's never any point to come back here. This is just to give you a place to, I guess, save and get some equipment if you didn't have any, or some items at least. I don't know, yeah. There's really no need to rest at the inn for a whopping 20 MP, so I'm just gonna keep going. Another extra special linked episode today. There's Kefka's Tower. So we'll be going there way, way later. But first you want to basically head straight north. Cut a little to the left there, and there's another town with another new enemy here. Lunaris, that's the wolf there. It has 582 HP and is weak to nothing, so basically it's not very powerful. Okay, I was hoping she would just kill it, but fine. Faceplate. That's funny. At least she'll actually get MP for this one. Or, yeah, magic points, yeah. 1. And we have this town up here. This is the next town we wanted to visit. I believe this is Zen. It is Zen. Yeah, what do you have to say? Oh, that's nice. The Serpent Trench, which is, I think, why you need to learn Water Rondo in the first world, because there's no way to learn it in this one, because the Serpent Trench is above water. Wait a minute. Music stopped. Uh-oh. Danger music! Everybody panics and someone ran right through us. But we'll find out what that is next time on Let's Play Final Fantasy VI. So till then, everybody, thank you guys so much for watching. Thanks for all your support, and have a good night.